Okay, this is my response to the second question that was on the video reflections assignment. And this is answering, when did I find out that other people had different perspectives about my group? And this is, I'm not going to talk about the origins of my faith in this one. I'm going to talk about the origins of some of my more liberal beliefs. Now, my dad was not a very political person. My mom was definitely, though. She was very much no, I don't even want to say Democrat. She was just very, very liberal. And so I remember when the election was going on between Al Gore and President Bush, my mom was very much like, I want Al Gore to win. Of course, I didn't understand any of this at the time, but so just kind of copying my mom because she was so vigorous about this at the time. I was saying like, oh, well, the Democrats must be this sovereign group that can do no wrong, and everyone here, all of my friends must be Democrats too because the Democrats are cool. And I remember then one time I was sitting with one of my friends on the bus, and I said I made some comment about how cool Al Gore was, and I didn't know anything about Al Gore, and he said, no, Al Gore sucks, George Bush is this and that, because, that's probably what he had heard from his parents. And so that's when I kind of got the first initial taste of, hey, not everybody is a Democrat. I guess, I don't even know if I consider myself a Democrat now, but that's where I got my first taste that, like, not everyone is a liberal. A more broad kind of story about that is, I remember because I started to get so outspoken about this when I really didn't know anything about it, was in 5th grade, when the election between John Kerry and George Bush for re-election was going on, and my teacher knew that I was very adamant about the Democrats, and he knew that another girl, this very intelligent girl, was very adamant about the Republicans. Now, I don't think she knew anything about George Bush either, but, and just like I didn't know anything about Al Gore or John Kerry, but he wanted each of us to write a paper about either candidate and then present it for the class. And I remember she gave the speech first about President Bush, and the class was very much liking it. They applauded for her afterwards, and because I come from a very small conservative town, and they were all very much Bush fans. And I guess after my speech, there wasn't really any applause. It was just kind of silence, and then I heard somebody say, "Man, I like the other speech better." So that was pretty much when I first started to realize that not everybody thinks the same way I do politically. But yeah, so there's my second story.